Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This morning I woke up and realized that I have several vacuums and I think it's time to talk about it. So we're gonna go through each of the vacuums that I have and talk about why I like them, why maybe I don't like them, and at the end we're gonna unbox and test out a brand new budget-friendly vacuum that I just purchased this morning at Walmart. So let's get into it. Okay, the first vacuum that I have here is the one that I've had the longest. This is our Dyson cordless vacuum. We bought this almost 8 years ago. My husband and I purchased this from Target. I cannot remember exactly when. I do remember that it was quite expensive. I think it was about $3.99, and we knew that we were making an investment, and I think that it paid off. So yeah, this is probably one of the oldest Dysons. They probably don't even make this anymore. It requires little maintenance, but it does require a little bit of maintenance. And she still works. She's a great vacuum. Perfect for small spaces, perfect for pet messes, pet hair. Obviously, this is not a wet or dry vacuum. This is just a good old-fashioned vacuum. Works really, really well actually on hard floors and really low pile carpet. And if you've been around my channel before, you know that I do not have a low pile carpet in my living room. I have an extremely thick, high pile area rug carpet in my living room, and this does not work. Does not work on it. Every time we use this vacuum on the carpet, it usually starts to do this stop and go thing that happens when it gets clogged up. And we take it apart, of course, it's not clogged, it just will not work on this thick carpet. But we keep her charged because she's still a great vacuum, and she picks up everything, all the little things. We did sanding when we first moved into the house, and this vacuum picked up that fine layer of I don't even want to call it sand. It was like a fine layer of powder that was all over the floor after we sanded the walls in preparation for painting. So that's the first vacuum. We keep it plugged in. It does not have the original battery. We did replace it. I will put it in the my description. I will put the battery that we bought in there. We bought it off of Amazon, and it still works great. We have about 20 to 30 minutes of constant use, but like I said, I can only use it on parts of my house now. I cannot use it on this rug. So let me go get the next vacuum. All right, vacuum number 2 is also cordless. This is the cordless Bissel. Okay, it's actually got a couple of really good features. This is the first vacuum that we ever bought that works really good on this carpet. Really good, it might be an overstatement. It works okay on the carpet. A couple things that I like about this: the tank is really big, pops off. The only thing I don't like is it's not quick release. You have to take the top out and then dump it. Not a big deal. The other thing about this one that I really liked compared to the Dyson is this one lights up, so you can see dark corners, spaces underneath the table. Works good on all floor types, but again, not the biggest winner on this crazy carpet of mine. And I'm going to show you in just a minute what my carpet looks like typically on a Monday morning right after the weekend, and it's quite a mess. There's Barbie shoes, Fruit Loops, Cheez-Its. It's time to vacuum. Okay, a couple more things about the Bissel. It gets about 30 minutes of runtime when it's fully charged, which is fine. 30 minutes, we live in a really small house, so that's really great. I don't usually do one huge vacuum. I'm usually just working on a room at a time. The other thing about it is we've had it for about 2 years, and it just recently started acting up. It would sit on the charger and not charge. It would just stop. It wouldn't suction. I mean, some really weird things going on with that. And so I finally took it off the wall and decided that maybe it was time for us to attempt going back to a corded vacuum that has a little bit more power and maybe a little bit more versatility. Next vacuum, I purchased this tiny little Bissel from Walmart for about $55. I don't have the exact price for you on that, but I will put it in the description. All of these items will be in this description, and I'll make sure that they are immediate, so you don't have to scroll very far. This is a great vacuum for really small spaces. I didn't know what to expect with this. It has a couple attachments that are really nice, but ultimately it doesn't really work for our family, for our space, and the suction is actually so powerful that when I switch onto this carpet, it just stays suctioned to the carpet and it won't move. It's a little bit short, and even for a short person like for me, it's a little too short. It kind of starts to hurt my back after a while. There's nothing wrong with this vacuum. I'm not saying this because it's a bad vacuum. This is a great vacuum, and if you have a small space or stairs, this is great because this thing is so light. So this is a great vacuum. I actually just listed this on Facebook Marketplace today, so hopefully it will be gone today or tomorrow, but that's all right. It just didn't work out. We already got rid of the box and the receipt, and so I'm not gonna go through any big ordeal to return it. I'm gonna sell it. I'll get a little bit of cash back for it. That will be fine. I did not include my Tineco, which is a wet to dry vac. Love it. It's the Tineco 1 or Tineco 2, so it's not great. I've had it about a year. It's kind of given me a little bit of problems, but it still does the job. It still vacuums and it still mops at the same time. So for now, it's fantastic, but I didn't really include that one in this video. The other one I have that I didn't include is my shop vac, which is great when I need a shop vac, if that makes sense. I don't generally use it in the house, but it works great in the house, and we have all the attachments for it. I will link the attachments that I purchased from Amazon in the description as well, because they were awesome and there was a lot of them. Okay, wow, that was a lot of information to get through. So if you are still here, then you are awesome. So I'm going to open up this Power Force Helix Turbo Pet by Bissel. And it's basically the step up from the little black and green one that I just showed you that I posted on Facebook Marketplace. First impressions, super simple to put together, simple instructions. I really didn't have to look at them too much. It comes with 2 screws, so you have to screw the handle onto the base. It's a great height, so much better than the small one. I understand the purpose of why the other one is so small, so I don't want that to sound like a really negative thing, but it was absolutely killing my back. So I am just going to put everything together and then show you an up-close view of what it looks like. Alright, be nice, don't judge. I forgot to turn the camera, but here she is all put together, and this is my favorite part right here, is being able to pick the pile height for the carpet, meaning how big the carpet is. I'm going to turn the knob all the way to the highest setting. Because I want this video to be informative, I am going to leave the video running so that you can see and hear everything happening. You can clearly see that I had to play with the height setting before it was high enough to actually move the vacuum. But look at those vacuum lines. I love it. They are so satisfying. Let me know in the comments if you are a big fan of a freshly vacuumed carpet. Okay, so yes, so far this is a win. I did all of the floor settings. No, I did 3, 4, and 5. And the highest carpet setting on this vacuum gave me the best carpet vacuum lines I think I've ever had on my carpet, and it ate up every bit of that cereal, much like my toddlers would have done. So far this is a win. I'm gonna use this vacuum for a week, and I'll try to include in the next video if I still love it. But just the fact that it can clean this floor this good, I almost like don't care. The bare floor, why would that not work? I hope that makes sense. So in order to change this, or not change it, to empty it, super easy, big canister that is just full of cat hair and cereal and Cheez-Its. And so far, this Power Force Helix Turbo Pet by Bissel, super budget friendly. This vacuum was $79. I think this is way better than the $400 vacuum that is in my hallway hanging on the wall that only runs for 20 minutes at a time. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on this video. It's a little bit of an experiment. I really wanted to try to get into some more informative content to mix in with the motivational content. So talking about my vacuums is something I've wanted to do for a long time, because I don't think most people have 4 or 5 vacuums lying around their house. So I really wanted to talk about them, talk about how much money they cost, and really give an option for people who need something budget friendly. But while we're on the subject of budget friendly, as weird as it sounds, I wouldn't always just ignore the fact that you might be able to get something really good secondhand. I know a lot of people aren't really into that, but I use Facebook Marketplace a lot, and I've sold a ton of furniture lately for completely fair, reasonable prices, and gotten a little bit of cash. And like I said, that little vacuum that I have over in the corner, I also posted on Facebook Marketplace. It's only been used 2 times. So somebody's in the market for a brand new vacuum, you might be surprised what you can find in unusual places. I do want to talk a little bit about some content regarding baby and getting ready for baby, since in about 2.5 months, our Munchkin number 3 is going to join us. So I'm really excited about that, and I have tons of stuff from the last 4 years of new parenthood to share. Everything from diaper bags, because I probably have 5 or 6 of those, to diaper bins and different kinds of baby wipes. There's so much information. That's a whole nother video, and I'm going to try to get into that actually next. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I know it was a lot of me talking, but I really hope that it was informative and that you really got some good information out of it. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.
Now we're back where it started. You say you're sorry, so we forget about it. Simple as that.